Show for that World Grand Championship title here on this Saturday night before Labor Day. Let's meet them one by one. Entry number 91 is Big John Coffey. Justin Harris in the irons for the Beth Beasley family of Athens, Alabama. Big John Coffey and Justin Harris. Entry 249 is My Addiction. R.M. Kellett makes the good ride for Mr. and Mrs. Howard Eastridge of Columbia, Kentucky. My Addiction and R.M. Kellett. Entry 488 is Charles Lindbergh 4G. Thomas Derrickson is in the irons and campaigns the entry for Keith and Angela Hayes of War Trace. Charles Lindbergh 4G and Thomas Derrickson. Number 761 is Jura THF. Michael Wright is in the irons for Darrell Oliver of Bowling Green, Kentucky. Jura THF and Michael Wright, 761. Number 920 is Justified Honors. John Allen Calloway is in the irons and campaigns the entry for Lisa Baum of Shelbyville. Justified Honors and John Allen Calloway. Number 954 is Honky Tonk. Bill Calloway is up for Alan Ridley of Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Honky Tonk and Bill Calloway. Number 1378 is A Mighty Gin. Mickey McCormick is in the irons for Mike Floyd of Columbia. A Mighty Gin and Mickey McCormick, 1378. Number 1421 is Honor of the Ritz. Dan Waddell is up for Shavney Beasley of Shelbyville. Dan Waddell and Honor of the Ritz, 1421. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 entries will show for our World Grand Championship here on Saturday night. Would you give them all a welcoming round of applause? Ross Campbell will be the call judge for this class. We'll get underway. Everybody on the rail and showing at a flat walk. It's run and walk time. Let them walk home. Call on your championship contenders and ask them to go at a run and walk, please. Walk, please. Back to a flat walk. And canter. Show it the canter, please. Walk, please. Back to a flat walk. Now reverse. All right, riders, on the reverse, showing at a flat walk, please. All right, riders, now's the time to take that deep seat, call on your World Grand Championship contenders and ask them to go at a run and walk. It's run and walk time. Let them walk home. Walk, please. Back to a flat walk. Now canter. Show it the canter. Walk, please. Back to a flat walk. All right, it's lineup time. We need 4 of you on the west side, 4 of you on the east side. Head to tail, please. 4 and 4, if you would, middle of the track. Looks like we've got our 4 for the west side. Everybody else to the east side. Head to tail, please. Middle of the track, head to tail. Facing the south turn is great. Head to tail, please. Confirmation judging, part of our judges' overall consideration as they select a World Grand Champion tonight. So we'll invite the grooms in and take the saddles off as we move into the confirmation phase of our judging tonight. As our judges walk the lineup, begin their confirmation judging tonight, we'll walk with them, tell you a little bit about each of our World Grand Championship contenders. They're starting over on the west side, down at the north end of the west side. First entry that they take a look at is 1421, Honor of the Ritz. Honor of the Ritz is sired by Honors, and out of the dam, she's Ritz cut above. Levon Tyson, the breeder of Honor of the Ritz, number 1421. Next, they come to entry 1378, A Mighty Gin. Sired by Gin A Mighty, and out of I'm Lined with Lace. The owner and breeder is Mike Floyd. A Mighty Gin, 1378. The riders, once the judges have inspected your entry, you can replace your saddle, but do not remount yet. Next in our parade of contenders, here's 954, Honky Tonk, sired by Honors, and out of Dazzle Me Dumas, Alan Ridley, the breeder and the owner of Honky Tonk, number 954. Next, over on the west side, here's entry 249, My Addiction, sired by Jose Jose, out of Princess of Jazz, Howard Eastridge. Howard Eastridge, the breeder and the owner of My Addiction. As they move over to the east side, we'll begin with entry number 920, Justified Honors. Sired by Honors, out of Maypine's Doll Baby, Dr. Robert Watkins Jr., the breeder of Justified Honors. Our next entry is entry 488, Charles Lindbergh 4G. Sired by Walk Time Charlie, and out of the dam, Betty Braun, Jill Derrickson, the breeder of Charles Lindbergh 4G. Next is entry number 91. This is Big John Coffey, sired by Uptight Jose, out of Miss Joe Black, Keith and Sandy Baker, the breeders of Big John Coffey, entry number 91. Our final entry is entry 761. This is Jura THF, sired by Jose Jose, out of Ted's Jazza, and bred by Travis M. Hell. Jura THF 761. Riders, once you've got your saddles replaced, go ahead and remount. As we excuse our grooms, how about a nice round of applause, not just for these, but for all of the ones that have got the horses looking in World Championship form and ready for their classes here at the celebration all week long. We appreciate all of them. Well, folks, I know it's after midnight, but we're already here. We got 8 entries that I think we can all be proud of in our show ring. We've come this far. You want to see a little more tonight? Well, maybe for some of you, that's the first time you've agreed with our judges all week. They want to see some more too. All right, riders, World Grand Championship title is still on the line for 2025. We'll ask you to take the rail first way of the show ring at a flat walk. Those of you that have been coming, you know this is when it gets serious. Now's the time to make your final selections. If you're in the stands, judges have a little longer, but you need to make a choice now. Pick you out a favorite. Cheer them on. Make some noise for them. Give them some encouragement as they show for the World Grand Championship title here on this Saturday night before Labor Day. All right, riders, call on your contenders and ask them to go in a run and walk. It's run and walk time. Let them walk home. Walk, please. Back to a flat walk. Now reverse. We're moments away from having a new World Grand Champion for 2025. To quote my idol and my friend Bobby Sands, get an encouraging word from somebody. Check your coattail, check your curb chain, because we want to make sure you are sitting tight and looking right on this Saturday night before Labor Day. We've got a job to do, and that's crown a World Grand Champion for 2025, and it's time to do it. It's time to let your walking do your talking as you show it a flat walk, please. right, riders, one more time. Take a deep seat, call on your championship contenders, and ask them to go in a run and walk. It's run and walk time. Let them walk on. Shelbyville, who do you want to see as your next world grand champion? Walk, please. Back to a flat walk. All right, it's lineup time to the south turn. By way of the north turn, we'll invite you to come to the south turn eventually and line up. Mike Umberger to center ring, please. Well, the owners, the breeders, the trainers, everybody who got these horses to this point tonight, I think have given us 8 horses that we can all be proud of. If you're proud of these horses and you enjoyed this class, would you please let these riders know? Bruce and Robin McDonald, come to center ring, please. Bruce and Robin McDonald. Final thank you to Vanderbilt Bedford Hospital. They're our sponsor of the ribbons tonight. They're proud to offer the best in emergency care right where you live. Experienced emergency physicians and nurses are ready around the clock to provide immediate treatment, bringing the clinical excellence and world-class resources of Vanderbilt Health to Shelbyville and the surrounding area, part of their commitment to giving you and your family greater peace of mind in making health care personal. Select sponsorship is by Maple Crest Farm, Lorraine and Keith Rosberry. They join us in the winner's circle to make the presentation. Premier sponsorship of the Walking Horse Report. That award presented by Jeffrey and Mindy Howard. Corporate sponsorship and commemorative award are by the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. That award presented by the Honorable Stephen Vaden. Riders Cup corporate sponsorship is by the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. Ribbons tonight have been sponsored by Vanderbilt Bedford Hospital. The floral horseshoe is donated in memory of the 1982 World Grand Champion Pride Secret Threat, in memory of Hilda and Billy Gray, by the Kenneth Cook family and the Tim Gray family, created by Leanne's Flowers and Gifts. The floral horseshoe is presented by Isaiah Gray Lambert, Bailey Johnson, Chelsea Cook. Championship trophy donated in memory of Dr. Joe M. Lambert by the Lambert family of Shelbyville. It's presented by Jody Lambert. The championship medallion is donated in honor of the 2018 World Grand Champion Jenna Mighty and in memory of Jimmy McConnell by Mike Floyd and Amy Rich. Amy Rich will make the presentation. The owner's championship jewelry, a 3-carat lab-grown diamond bracelet in sterling silver, donated by Ben Brantley, Fine Diamonds and Gemstone Jewelry of Shelbyville. That necklace will be presented by Jeffrey and Mindy Howard. The Double B boots are donated by the Double B Boot Company and Benjamin Bowen, presented by Benjamin Bowen. Championship spurs donated by Liberty Creek Farm and the Andy Rippey family will be presented by Andy Rippey and Caitlin Rippey. A commemorative one-of-a-kind bottle of Jack Daniel's Gentleman Jack donated by the Jack Daniel's Distillery will be presented to our champion by Marcia Hale. A copy of the 2024 Year in Walking Horses is donated by David L. Howard Incorporated of Shelbyville. It's presented by Warren, Jessica, and Walker Wells. The Tune Family Memorial Challenge Trophy, donated for the 3rd challenge by their children and grandchildren, presented by Kai Payton and Barry Atlanius. The Founders Challenge Trophy, donated for the 3rd challenge by the Shelbyville Lions Club and the Shelbyville Rotary Club to honor the 2 members of each club who founded the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. Presented by Scott Johnson, president of the Shelbyville Rotary Club, and Mark Majors, president of the Shelbyville Lions Club. The Les Nelson Memorial Challenge Trophy, donated for the 3rd challenge by the Musgrave Pencil Company of Shelbyville, will be presented by Jeffrey J. Post. The Musgrave Pencil Company Perpetual Trophy, donated by the Musgrave Pencil Company of Shelbyville, presented by Robert Rayford Post. The David L. Howard Perpetual Memorial Trophy, donated by the Celebration, presented by Jeffrey and Mindy Howard. The World Grand Championship ribbon will be presented by Alexis Fulton. We're going to ask our World Grand Champion for 2025 to ride to your left, please, under the spotlight, all the way around the big oval, keeping the rail to your right. Coming in on the west side and into the winner's circle to claim those awards. Well, for those folks who were here in 2013, 14, and 15, when I Am Jose did it 3 times. In 51, 52, and 53, when Talk of the Town did it 3 times. In 2021, 22, and 23, when Justified Honors made it 3 times. All of those people before us witnessed history, and we're going to witness it again tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2025 World Grand Champion is Justified Honors and John Allen Calloway. Ladies and gentlemen, we witness history tonight as Justified Honors becomes the first horse in our 87-year history to win the World Grand Championship title 4 times. They were World Grand Champions in 2021, 2022, and 2023. And in 2025, they make it 4 times and make it a historical ride here in the Big Oval. 14 career wins, including these 4 World Grand Championship titles. Bred by Dr. Robert Watkins, signed by Honors, and out of Maypine's Doll Baby, Justified Honors. Congratulations, John Allen Calloway. And John Allen, with that ride, you have also tied Winston Weiser. Now only 2 people have ever ridden 2 World Grand Championship titles. John Allen, congratulations. John Allen's the only one to ride to 4 consecutively, but now one of only 2 to ever win 5. All others will ask you to ride to your left. The reserve world grand champion in this good class is 761 Jura THF. Michael Wright is up for Daryl Oliver of Bowling Green, Kentucky. Jura THF and Michael Wright, 761 is reserve. Third is 249 My Addiction. R.M. Kellett rides for Mr. and Mrs. Howard Eastridge of Columbia, Kentucky. My Addiction and R.M. Kellett, 249 is third. Fourth is 1378, A Mighty Gin. Mickey McCormick for Mike Floyd of Columbia. A Mighty Gin and Mickey McCormick, 1378 is fourth. Fifth is 488, Charles Lindbergh, 4G. Thomas Derrickson for Keith and Angela Hayes of Wartrace. Charles Lindbergh, 4G. And Thomas Derrickson, 488 is fifth. Sixth is 954, Honky Tonk, Bill Calloway for Alan Ridley of Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Honky Tonk and Bill Calloway, 954 is sixth. Seventh is 1421, Honor of the Ritz, Dan Waddell for Shavney Beasley of Shelbyville. Honor of the Ritz and Dan Waddell, 1421 is seventh. Eighth to number 91, Big John Coffey. Justin Harris for the Beth Beasley family of Athens, Alabama. Big John Coffey and Justin Harris for 91 is eighth. Jim and Lisa Baum come to center ring. We've made it this far, folks. We're witnessing history tonight. You might as well stay till the very end of this history-making night in the Big Oval. You think about all the folks that came before us and they've witnessed history before. First time somebody won back-to-back World Grand Championships. The first time they did it 3 times. The first time a rider won it 3 times, then won it 4 times. We were here, a lot of us were here, when John Allen became the first rider to win 4 back-to-back consecutive World Grand Championship titles. And then we're all here tonight when Justified Honors has become the first horse to ever win 4 World Grand Championship titles in this 87-year celebration. We still want to get the owners out here for that presentation, but ladies and gentlemen, we also want to salute our World Grand Champion for 2025, crowned here at the 87th Annual Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration. It's Justified Honors. John Allen Calloway and Justified Honors ride into the history books as the first 4-time World Grand Champions ever in the 87-year history of this celebration. 2021, 2022, 2023, and now 2025 World Grand Champions. Owned by Lisa Baum of Shelbyville, Justified Honors and John Allen Calloway. John Allen, you'll park in on the grass. Bruce and Robin McDonald have the owner's trophy. They were the owners of last year's World Grand Champion Cavender. They present that trophy to the owners of this year's World Grand Champion, Justified Honors. Congratulations. Well, ladies and gentlemen, horses like this make it a show and make it a world-class show. But you, ladies and gentlemen, you make it a celebration. You celebrate with our winners. You cheer on your favorites. You join with friends old and new and enjoy the show. You're loyal, you're dedicated, you're diehard Tennessee Walking Horse fans. You're our celebration super fans, and we are forever grateful to all of you. It's been a great crowd here on this Saturday night, one of the best we've had in a long time. We thank you each and every one for being with us. Wherever your home is, we hope you drive safely. We look forward to welcoming you back in future years. To the Big Oval and here in Shelbyville, more history is to be made right here in this show ring. More winners and champions to be crowned. I hope I'm here for them, and I hope you are too. On behalf of everyone here at the Tennessee Walking Horse National Celebration, we hope you've enjoyed this year's show as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Congratulations again to Justified Honors and John Allen Calloway on an outstanding performance and a World Grand Championship win. Congratulations to all of our World Grand Champions. Thank you all for a great 2025 and 87th annual celebration.